Welcome back to another episode of Is It Just Me podcast with Cecil Castle, where you laugh and line. How are you, my people? Mnaendelea aje? How is December? Mna celebrate? Ama mko kazi? Ama mko vacation? Wow! Like there is a friend of mine mwenye nimesikia ko Maldives. Inito Maldives, ama inito nini? My people, there are people outside here who have money. But I don't know why my December it's not December-ing. Like the usual December. Like, am I broke? I thought I will be able to provide and cater for my all needs throughout this December. But venye pesa tu inanipelekesha tu. Forget about that. Guys, me, I have a question. If you are single, tell me something that it will show you are single without telling me you are single. Na kama wewe uko kwa relationship, what did you do to get that relationship? Like, that is the question of today, or that is the topic of today. Tell me you're single without telling me you're single. Please comment down below so that we may interact more and know exactly, am I the only one who is single in this era of generation? Ama ni mimi kuna venye nimerogwa? Because I've been single for quite a while. Let's talk about relationship. For those who are like in a relationship, like, damn, how are you holding on to it? Like, unafanyaje? Like, because I don't think like I have the capability to have a relationship, Like, if you have a relationship, comment up or down useme, like, what exactly do you do in the relationship? What are the commitment? What are the sacrifices that you always make in that relationship? Be it you're a lady, be it you're a guy. Like, what exactly do you do? Because we need to learn from you guys. For those who are in a stable relationship, wachana na hizi sijui today tuko na wewe kesho mko na mwingine. No, we are talking about these firm relationship things. Even maparos, sijui mumepelekwa sijui wapi, mumeombewa, unaget stuff kama hiyo. Please tell us single people. And now to the single people, because I think this is more of these single people, but mwenye mko kwa relationship, mnaweza sikiza hii so that you can relate and advise us down there kwa comment section, mtuambie what we should do. For the single people, I know you have a lot of things to say, but nitawa represent, and if I've left something, please let me know down there kwa comment section. And before I forget, please don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel, and also turn on the notification bell so that you may get more of these videos. Okay, so direct to our conversation. What is that just indicates that I'm single? First of all, me simu ikifika ni kwa simu, try to call me. Actually, I can give you my number. You just call me. Nakuanga throughout mteja. Why? Because I don't expect someone to be looking for me. Like, unanitafuta ukiniambia mi sina boyfriend. So simu yangu tu ni maybe nicheze game. Kama sio hivyo niangalie Instagram, niende TikTok, nitoke TikTok, niende Pinterest, nitoke Pinterest. Like, niangalie WhatsApp status ya watu, because I'm not that fan of posting status ati kuona nimepata views wangapi. Like, I know my phone is just for the social media, not for calls, not for text. That is totally. So a lot of people get mad when they find me like sipatikani, I'm out of reach, especially my relatives, akina my brother and my parents, even my cousins. Like, they're always sutupe isimu bana, sutupe. And unatry kukua every time on, because boyfriend anaweza kupigia simu, and then from there, if you don't answer, you will be answerable. You get? Like, where were you? Ulikuwa na nani? Mbona ukushika simu? Unaget? So, lazima tu ukwe tu kila time na simu yako. But for us single people, we are free birds. Another thing that will tell you that I'm single without even I saying that I'm single, I always budget everything from my own money. if I want to go for a vacation, I will not be like, oh, you atalipa this. I'm like, I'm catering for everything. Kama ni kutoka hapa hadi Mombasa, I can pay for my plane ticket hadi Mombasa, nijilipie hoteli, all those activities like kuenda sijui to see the dolphins and all that, the activities, I'm gonna pay. If I see something good, like all those things, I'm paying from my own pocket. I know being single. Like, say by the way, Charlie hawezi niambia ati anaweza nipeleka Mombasa. Mombasa place najipeleka. Man, aje. That shows how single you are, okay? Another thing that will just tell you I'm single without I telling you I'm single, it's when I have a problem. Ni rare sana nifikie mtu. Like, there's a day I had to do a surgery on my eye. Do you know I took a cab, nikaenda Hosi, and then it was a daycare thing, like unaenda alafu unafanyiwa the surgery, alafu from they stay with you like maybe some few hours, wakiona uko sawa, then you get to be discharged. Then so when I went there, everyone had someone, like unapata huyu maybe ameletwa na demu yake, ameletwa na parents wake, ameletwa na brother yake, ameletwa na friend. So mimi ikafika hapo kuregister and they're telling me, are you scheduled for surgery today? I'm like, yes. And where is maybe your relative or someone who is going to help you? I'm like, niko peke yangu. Wako zile za, where? When you don't have family, you don't have friends. Juu, how are you going to even buy after surgery medication? How are you going to buy? Utakuwa kwa pain at that time. I'm like, nitajikaza, my friend. Nitajikaza. You know what? Superwoman. When you wako single, high five up there. And it's not something that we should be proud of, by the way. But in some case, with what we are doing, my friend, big gaps. And then another thing that will show exactly that you are single without even telling people that you are single, it's just overthinking about everything, especially when you have an opposite sex friend. Let me talk about my own view. Mi nikipata a male friend, just a male friend, and then I see like he doesn't want to be friends. Unaget? Like kuna hizo talks, date and stuff like that. I always overthink. Like, how is he? How is his future? Like, anafanyanga nini? Like, unaget? Like, ata hajasema anything. Hajasema. But nisha overthink. Oh my God. Me, I'm telling you. The repercussion of I overthinking, I end up friend zoning them. I have a lot of male friends. Why? Because I just see like, no, with this character, hatuwezi enda mbali. And because I don't want to lose you, nita make sure nimeku friend zone. Nah, you know what? I'll still be single and I'll still be talking to you. And you won't even notice how nimekupeleka hapo kwa friend zone. You will not. Anyway, let's talk about the reason why we're always single. For those who have been single, you remember that point I talked about for these people who are in a relationship, the commitment. Hiyo commitment ndio sijai elewa, how you just like try and make it strong and just not lose that commitment. And then another thing that makes me feel like wacha tu nibaki kuwa single, the meetups bana. Kila time like you have to know the cladi, and if you wore something nice on this date, definitely on the next date you have to like outdo the last date outfit. Like you have that pressure. Oh my God, what am I going to do? No, bro, let me just wear my sweatpants, let me just wear my pajamas, let me just wear my shorts, and then run kwa nyumba venye nataka. I go to the gym and then I come back, relax on my bed. You see, that's the reasons why I love being single. And this is another something serious that makes me feel like, let me just be single. I said about why a lot of guys, I always friend zone them. Sometimes guys feel like being that you are single, and then they just think like you are in a desperate moment, you want just a guy, and then they are just strongly up there, broadly asking for nudes and asking you like, can you come to my place? And like those sex things, they just put me off. Like especially when you start asking me about nudes, I'm like we are chatting, and then I don't know if that thing always happen nowadays, but them days when I used to have those new friends, they used to ask me about sex chatting at night, or like what are you doing, and what exactly are you wearing, sort of like what childish talk is that? Like, guy, that's why I always like, when I just see that, it's always one of my red flags. Peng peng kwa friend zone. Na ukama utaki, my friend, you have to go. I have actually a lot of friends. So I think those are just some of the few things that makes me to be single. Okay. And talking about being single, it's remind me of a date that I went. Okay. So let's talk about it. It's flashback moment. It was just like, let me say, an year. Yes, ago. So, these things like being in this field of where I work, it's rarely you interact with other people. So, the only people you might find if you are an introvert, it's those people you are working with. But if you're an extrovert, I bet you meet other people outside where you are going, where you are adventuring or where you are exploring. But sasa for me, introvert, nikitoka kwa nyumba naenda kazi. So the only people I'm going to interact with ni my colleagues, okay? So I bet now you understand why sometimes I always talk about my colleagues. And if you haven't listened to my other podcast concerning this introvert and something like that, go to my episode. It's called Online and Friendship Thing. And also the episode First Tinder Date. I'm telling you, these things zitaku crack your ribs. And another episode, which is a drunk and texting. So, yeah. So, back to our flashback moment story. Nikapatana na huyu chali. Kupatana na huyu chali, tukaongea, and then, tukona, let's go for a date. Damn, do you know what I thought? Pass, nisha pata chali. Mimi, watu single lady? I'm a single lady. I'm the single lady. Bye. Like, I was so excited. Imagine, amesha niambia to date, na mi nishaona like nishaomoka. Mimi no singleness, I'm done. So, the first date, with my audacity, I just said, let's go to somewhere quiet. It's my first day. I've never interacted with you in this outside job place. So I really need to know you more. So instead of going to a club or instead of going to somewhere noisy, let's just go somewhere like quiet. It has that ambience thing, serenity. And nimse alikuwa na do, excuse me. Yes. So I was like, girl, you're saving your money this time. Woohoo! Chali kumbe, ali take my quiet word into details. Kidogo atanipeleka kwa forest. Juko ndio kulikuwa quiet. So, chali akatafuta place and we set a date. Akaniambia, okay, I'm not gonna pick you. So you just take an Uber because nitakuwa like ninazunguka coming to pick you. I was like, okay, that's fair enough. Actually, you don't owe me anything. We are just there, we meet, and then from there we will know what all this is. Nikaje Pampers, nileva lipstick, nikavaa makeup. And to be honest, I was something new. Like there was this like cape jacket thing that I think it was trending at that time. So mimi nikachukua Uber na nikaenda. Kwenda, oh my god, I had overdressed at that time. Mungu wangu akidameni. He was just one so casual. And I was like, damn, it's your first date. Ebu try to impress me. Like, how are you just wearing something so casual? I was like, okay. Unajua venye watu sauce huwa wanavaa, like they don't even mind how they wear. Anaweza vaa hata sweatpant akienda place so important. I was like, okay, your vibe, I understand. So, mimi mwenye nilikuwa nime overdress, nikakaa chini, okay, tukahug and all that, nini first date. And then akazile za, I would like to go to take you to Namanga, siji where, wacha tuanze kuongea ma project. I was like, Mungu amejibu maombi yangu, ameshajibu. When I came back, I told my brother how exciting it was. We are planning to go to Namanga, sijui what, and stuff like, oh God, I'm telling you, like, wacha nimbujikie na manini. Let me start overthinking how we are going to meet, what I'm going to wear, and then when we go to Namanga, what we're going to do, like, what we are going to talk about, when you intend your road trip. Like, you see, me overthinking, and it's just the first date. Tukarudi job. So there's this time I was transferred to somewhere else, and at that day, when I called him, I don't know if I think he's the one who called me. And he asked me like, where are you? I was like, I'm this place. I go, ata niko karibu, when I will pass by. We? Niko zile za, okay. Akakuja, akanichukua. Imagine the single me. Yo. Hope you understand this feeling. Like when you're in a relationship, I bet you have been used to these things like kupikiwa na gari and being taken out. Sisi watu single hatujazoea. So imagine me being picked from work. Hata kidogo niende hapo hivyo kwa announcement. Hello my people, hello my colleagues, I'm being picked. Can you guys all go to the window and just check who is picking me? Like I was so excited. So I thought he had somewhere that he was taking me. Guess what? Sisi venye alinichukua ndio alianza kuuliza tunaenda wapi. And I'm like, you see, you should be knowing all this. Kidogo to I don't know even why I'm talking about this. It's just tormenting me, my people. I think I even have depression when it comes to all this. Like, do you know where he took me? Alinipeleka kwa pizza. Inaitwa Pizza House ama inaitwa nini? Let me just call it Pizza House, but it's not Pizza Inn. It's something that is like, it's well known of a good pizza, but it's not like a pizza thing, okay? It's a club thing, but people go there mostly because of pizza. They have nice pizzas. So I was like, oh my God, are we going to eat pizza, my friend? Oh my God. And they had told people when ninapelekwa out. And so imagine he was like, you know what? I think we are vibing on this thing. I think we can be a good match. So for it to, kuchachisha hii thing and we know more about each other, we will be planning this more often. Like you just find some places, we will find time to kuwe tunaenda. And to start with, let's start with this area that we are here. So, tafuta 2 places mzuri, being that tuko sahi transferred to this place. So, we explore and discover all the hotels and all that. And then, from there, now we can now start exploring some other places. And Makio, I don't know how I was so blinded. I didn't even remember. He told me that we are going to Namanga, but we didn't go. Like I was like, what the fudge is wrong with me? Right now, actually, it's the time that I'm remembering, like, how did I even not remember that at that time? So that I may, like, say this thing is a scam at the first time. Like, what? So, me going back to work the next day, I told girls, girls lazima tu tupeane udaku. Was like, ningechachisha, singewambia like exactly tulienda hapo kwa Pizza Hut peke yake, no? We took pizza, we ate, and then we headed somewhere else. Okay, I wish they knew what really happened. Nikawachocha, wacha nichukue names za hizo places, kwanza namwambia ambient places, places zenye mtu mbaba mwenye akona pesa unaweza mpeleka. Tu nikachocha yake Mungu wangu, wacha nipewa list. Nilipewa list kama ya places kama 7 ya places hadi, oh my God. Bado tu ziko kwa notepad yangu kwa phone. I'm like, why did I do this? I think after this, I'm going to delete all that, the places that we were supposed to go. But because we didn't go, we really didn't go to those places. So, imagine what? Now back to the date, the second date. When after tumetoka kwa hiyo pizza, because I'm rushing all this, I don't want to take all that time. Oh my God. After finishing the pizza, and he said that I have to find some places so that we can go and discover together. Alinipeleka place. Akasimama kwa mafuta kwa petrol station. Anganiambia, now I think from here, you'll just take an Uber, you go direct home. I was like, what the man, just take me home. I was like, you know what? Single me, independent me. I didn't even flinch like to say, no, you have to take me back home. No, I was like, it's okay. Just wait. My Uber ikuje, like usiniache hapa peke yangu. And with me and my courage and my independent courtesy and whatever thing, nikachukua my phone, nikachukua Bolt, nikatafuta my ride, and akakuja. And Charlie akozile okay, we'll see each other next time after you have discovered the places. Wacha nifike home. Nikamwambia aje, nimefika. Do you know the reason why I told him that? So that he can pay the Uber. Man, aliniambia, okay, that's nice. Have a good night. Like, akinishikiliwe because I'm exploding, man. That is how I'm telling you, I better take myself out knowing I'm gonna cater for everything and with a peace of mind that no one is forward to foot into my bills. Okay, that thing was, it tortured me. And from that day, I'm telling you, I've never heard from him. I still have the list, as I said. We have never talked. Oh, we talked some after like 2 weeks from then. And he told me like, I'm going for tennis tournament. I'm glad to know that you're doing well. I'm like, boy. And then, so the worst thing about all this is the girls. The girls, they will always be like, did you go to that place? How was it? Can you rate it? Can you tell me how it was so that I can recommend my boyfriend to take me there? Like, why did you make me to be in such a situation? Anyway, that is my story and that is my flashback moment. I'm telling you, even right now, it's just haunting me. Just if you don't know, single life can make you lonely, can make you depressed, can give you anxiety, can give you a lot of mental issues, like just feeling sad and lonely and maybe agitated or irritable. Yeah, single life, if you don't find something that will excite you or make you feel like you have to live the next day, not just to feel lonely, man, you can die. I don't know, guys. If you're single, tell me the reason why you're single and tell me something that just indicates you're single without telling me you're single. Anyway, let's go to Did You Know section. In our Did You Know section, we're going to talk about depression. We have said, single life can bring depression. So what is this depression? Depression or major depressive disorder is a common and serious medical illness that negatively affects how you feel, the way you think, and how you act. Fortunately, it's also treatable. Depression causes feelings of sadness or a loss of interest in activities you once enjoyed. It can lead to a variety of emotional and physical problems and can decrease your ability to function at work and at home. So what are the symptoms of depression? Symptoms can vary from mild to severe and can include feeling sad or having depressed mood, loss of interest or pleasure in activities once enjoyed, changes in appetite that can be weight loss or gain unrelated to diet, trouble sleeping or sleeping too much, loss of energy or increased fatigue, increasing in purposelessness, physical activity like inability to sit still, or slowed movement or speech. Especially this action can be severe enough to be observed by others. So another symptoms is feeling worthless or guilty, difficult thinking, concentrating or making decisions. Into some severe cases, it can bring thoughts of death or suicide. Okay, so the symptoms must at least last 2 weeks and most represent a change in your previous level of functioning for a diagnosis of depression. Also, medical condition like thyroid problems, brain tumor, or vitamin deficiency can mimic symptoms of depression. So it is important to rule out general medical causes. Okay, so and also another cause that can bring depression is the grief. So if you have lost someone and you didn't go well on the grief process, it can bring depression. Before a diagnosis or treatment, a health professional should conduct a thorough diagnostic evaluation, including an interview and physical examination. In some cases, a blood test might be done to make sure that depression is not due to a medical condition like thyroid problems or a vitamin deficiency, as I said. Okay. So the treatment include medication, that is some of the antidepressant, which it must be prescribed by a psychiatrist. Okay, and also another sort of treatment is psychotherapy, that is like talk therapy, sometimes used alone for treatment of mild depression. But for moderate to severe depression, psychotherapy is often used along with akina antidepressant medication. Okay, and another treatment is called electroconvulsive therapy, that is ECT in short, is a medical treatment that has been mostly commonly reserved for patients with severe major depression who have not responded to other treatment. Like you have been taking the medication, you have gone for the psychotherapy, but still it's not working. The ECT, that is electroconvulsive therapy, it can be of help. Another treatment is self-help and coping. There are a number of things that people can do to help reduce the symptoms of depression. For many people, regular exercise helps create positive feelings and improves mood. Getting enough quality sleep on a regular basis, eating a healthy diet, and avoiding alcohol can also help reduce symptoms of depression. So depression is a real illness and help is available. So with proper diagnosis and treatment, the vast majority of people with depression will overcome it. So if you are experiencing symptoms of depression, a first step is to see your family physician or a psychiatrist. Talk about your concern and request a thorough evaluation. This is a start to addressing your mental health need. Okay, so especially this time, like when you're feeling you're depressed, sometimes you feel lonely, sometimes just go find someone like a friend or even your parents or even your sisters, siblings, sort of the thing. Just talk. This thing about being in a relationship, sometimes it helps because you have a companion who you can share with your feelings. But as for those who are single, you know yourselves, you know how you handle your issues, but you feel like you are getting overwhelmed and it's pushing you to a sort of point like you're feeling it, you're sad and you're falling down, especially on your mental health. Please go and find someone who you can talk to. A related condition concerning the depression, there is postpartum depression, seasonal affective disorder, bipolar disorder. In bipolar disorder, there is a depressive phase. Okay, so you can be bipolar, but again, you're in the depressive phase and you fall into depression. Okay, another related condition is the persistent depressive disorder and premenstrual dysphoric disorder, and another one called disruptive mood dysregulation disorder. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for supporting me this far. This is our 7th episode. Woohoo! We are really going, my people. So like as I said, for those who are on my audio podcast, download, share, and mostly for those who are on YouTube, you can comment and talk about what the experience of you being single or the experience of in a relationship, how it's going, and also subscribe. And for those who have subscribed, thank you so much. I love you and continue supporting me. And you have been spending time with Cecil Casson. Bye. And I'm out.